I hope you're doing well, and this is your Royal Daily News for September 6th, 2022. In Kolding, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mary of Denmark inaugurated the new University College South Denmark UCSYD campus building. According to a press release, the UCSYD new building, quote, has a large atrium which is a focal point of the campus. It extends through all 6 floors of the building and contains ledges, stairs, and entrances as well as exits to and from various rooms and facilities. The atrium is used as a walk-through area, but the large central room is also used for living, group work, and student life. End quote. During today's visit, Crown Princess Mary was given a tour of the new building and visited several classrooms, including, quote, a creative workshop, a sound studio, a cinema, and a print shop. End quote. The popular Crown Princess also met with staff, professors, and students who were eager to speak with their future queen about their life at the new campus and all the positive opportunities the university has provided them. In Oslo, His Majesty King Harald V of Norway presided over the 2022 Kavli Prize ceremony held at the Oslo Concert Hall. The Kavli Prize, in partnership with the Norwegian Academy of Science and Letters, the Norwegian Ministry of Education and Research, and the Kavli Foundation, honors scientists for their breakthroughs in astrophysics, nanoscience, and neuroscience that, quote, transform our understanding of the very big, the very small, and the very complex, end quote. The 2022 Kavli Prize recognizes pioneering scientists in the development of helioseismology and astroseismology, the development of self-assembled monolayers on solid substrates and molecular scale coatings to control surface properties, as well as the discovery of genes underlying a range of serious brain disorders. Along with the prize, the winners in each field will share $1 million. In Oslo, Her Majesty Queen Sonja of Norway visited the Slemdal School, where she attended when she was young, to celebrate its 100th anniversary. During today's celebrations, there were musical performances and a magic show by Alex Alexander. Her Majesty was also given a tour of her old school, where she met with students, teachers, and administrative staff. In Luxembourg City, their Royal Highnesses Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume and Hereditary Grand Duchess Stephanie of Luxembourg, along with their adorable son, His Royal Highness Prince Charles of Luxembourg, visited the 680th edition of the Schueberfouer Fair. Established in 1340 by John the Blind, the 20-day fair is one of the largest family fun fairs in Luxembourg, and some even say in all of Europe. The fair offers a unique combination of local traditions, shows, pony rides for the little ones, carousels, restaurants, street vendors, and sweets, gastronomy, and attractions for thrill seekers. During yesterday's visit, little Prince Charles was reportedly very curious and decided to try out several attractions as well as games, including the merry-go-round, a paddle machine, a canoe ride, and duck fishing. The Schueberfouer Fair ends on September 7th, 2022. In Brussels, His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians visited the von Karman Institute for Fluid Dynamics, VKI, to celebrate the centenary of the company's research and teaching activities. The VKI is a non-profit educational and scientific institution that specializes in 3 specific areas: aerospace, the environment, and applied fluid dynamics. Moreover, the VKI Institute is home to over 50 PhD students. In San Francisco, Her Majesty Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, accompanied by a Dutch business delegation, began her working visit to California and Texas. His Majesty King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands was due to participate in the working visit, but had to cancel on his doctor's advice due to recently having pneumonia. So to fly, well, isn't exactly a great idea. Anyways, the purpose of the working visit is to strengthen ties between my home state of California and Texas, which is the Netherlands' leading EU trading partner. Because California and Texas are the 5th largest and 9th largest economies in the world, and in that light, these 2 states are attractive partners for the Netherlands for a deeper economic cooperation. The day began at San Francisco City Hall, where Her Majesty Queen Maxima met with the mayor, Ms. London Nicole Breed. Thereafter, Her Majesty, accompanied by San Francisco District 8 Supervisor Mr. Raphael Mandelman, visited the historic Castro District, which is the heart and soul for those in the LGBTQIA+ community. Upon her arrival, Her Majesty was enthusiastically welcomed by hundreds of people, and during her visit, Her Majesty spoke with many LGBTQIA+ advocates. Her Majesty also had a chance to visit the famous GLBT Historical Society Museum and Archives, the Castro Theater, and the famous Twin Peaks Tavern. In the late afternoon, Her Majesty Queen Maxima attended the opening of the seminar entitled Urban Challenges and Solutions, California and the Netherlands. The seminar discussed ongoing urbanization and shared challenges faced by the Netherlands and California in such areas as health, mobility, and sustainability. Her Majesty also witnessed a signing agreement at the Salesforce Tower between California and the Netherlands to, quote, work together towards better regulation and greater use of technologies regarding electric vehicle charging stations in California, end quote. In Scotland, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II held an audience at Balmoral Castle with the newly elected leader of the Conservative Party, Miss Elizabeth Truss. During today's meeting, Her Majesty invited Miss Truss to become the Prime Minister and form a new government. Her Majesty broke with the tradition of meeting the new Prime Minister and Buckingham Palace after needing to remain at Balmoral Castle due to mobility issues. In Lleida, Her Majesty Queen Letizia of Spain attended the Tour del Cancer Conference organized by the Spanish Association Against Cancer, AECC, and the Scientific Foundation of the Spanish Association Against Cancer, held at the Caixa Forum. Her Majesty is honorary president of the AECC. Led by Dr. Carlos Lopez Otin, the Tour del Cancer Conference visits various cities throughout Spain with the aim of increasing the visibility and knowledge about cancer. On the coastal waters off the coast of Rota, Cádiz, His Majesty King Philippe VI of Spain, aboard the ship Elcano, presided over a Spanish Armada parade on the occasion of the 5th centenary of the arrival of the sailor Juan Sebastian Elcano after the first circumnavigation of the earth. In Corsica, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco, accompanied by various Monegasque government officials and members of the Monegasque National Council, inaugurated the Musée de Mariana, Prince Rainier III de Monaco. The purpose of this new museum is to preserve, protect, and promote the archaeological heritage site of the ancient city of Mariana on the island of Corsica. In Amman, His Majesty King Abdullah II of Jordan attended the inauguration of the new headquarters of the company Al-Hikma Pharmaceuticals. After the inauguration, His Majesty stressed the importance of the pharmaceutical sector for the national economy, noting that pharmaceutical industries are among the priority sectors of the economic modernization vision for the upcoming 10 years. His Majesty also called for supporting the growth of pharmaceutical industries, streamlining procedures related to the registration of medications, and mitigating any obstacles that may face the sector. His Majesty also lauded Al-Hikma Pharmaceuticals as one of the leading national companies in the pharmaceutical sector. In Germany, Their Serene Highnesses Prince Gustav and Princess Carina of Sayn-Wittgenstein-Berleburg recently spoke to the Danish magazine Bild Bleu regarding Her Majesty Queen Margrethe II of Denmark's Golden Jubilee celebrations. The newlyweds said they were happy for Her Majesty and that she's, quote, an excellent queen and popular with the Danish people from all walks of life, end quote. Prince Gustav and Princess Carina also noted that they were looking forward to spending time with members of their extended family. The couple are extremely close with their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Frederik and Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, who were the couple's best man and maid of honor at their wedding on June 3rd and 4th, 2022. Princess Carina has also met Her Majesty Queen Margrethe II of Denmark many, many times. The Queen and the Princess have a lot in common. Both are well-known artists, and both are obviously interested in books and all things, well, art. Yeah. In aristocrat and nobility news, the Marchioness of Bath, Emma, attended the release of the memoir A Visible Man by British Vogue editor Mr. Edward Einfeld, held at the Claridge's Hotel in London. And finally, on this day in royal history, in 2006, His Imperial Highness Prince Hisahito of Akishino is celebrating his 16th birthday. Prince Hisahito is the only son of their Imperial Highnesses Crown Prince Akishino and Crown Princess Kiko of Japan. The prince is a nephew of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Naruhito of Japan. The prince is also second in line to the Japanese imperial throne. Since Emperor Naruhito only has a daughter, Her Imperial Highness Princess Aiko of Japan, Prince Hisahito became second in line to the throne after his father. In celebration of Prince Hisahito's birthday, the Imperial Household Agency released 3 new photos. The images were taken on the Akasaka Imperial Estate in Tokyo. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday, September 7th with all the latest royal news. And once again, it's going to be a very busy day, which makes me happy. I love royal news. Anyway, I wish you all a wonderful evening and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, take care, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.